want to hear a story? All right, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about my very first recording experiences and how I drove Doug Phillips and the members of the band called the Sharks insane. So back when I started out recording, we didn't have Pro Tools and all this stuff. We had 4-track quarter-inch Tascam machines, reel to reel, and little crappy mixers and stuff like that. We didn't have microphones like you do today. You didn't have all that stuff. There really wasn't the industry for home recording. Having a studio was something special. And there was this guy in a band from Lancaster. The band was called the Sharks. And this drummer had a studio in his house. Can you believe it? And I was a lot younger than those guys, especially musically, maybe not in the age, but like they'd been through lots and lots of bands. And at the time the Sharks started to get popular, I was still trying to figure out how to put one and one together. So anyways, I read this newspaper article in the Lancaster paper about this band, the Sharks, and I had seen them out. And I even talked to the guys once or twice, a couple of the guys. But I was underage. I used to sneak into bars and see them play. And I just thought, oh my God, they were great. And they were great. They were a fabulous band, a great band. They went on to do some things. They were signed to Elektra Records and they did some stuff with MTV. But anyways, this is early on. And this article talked about how they had a studio, how the drummer had a studio in his house. So I did whatever I could. And I got a friend of mine to talk, who knew somebody to get a hold of Doug Phillips. And Dougie said, yeah, I would love, sure, you can come down, have him come down and record. Now, when Doug said that, little did he know that he would not have a moment's peace for the next 10 years. Because I went down to his house and I recorded with my little band. We had a band called Stiletto. We recorded this little EP. Here, look at that. We made that record down at Doug's house. I don't know if you can see me. I have the cool Rickenbacker. Anyways, we were okay. We did good. But I really got to know Doug and the rest of the guys. And every time I had a new project or something, I'd go over to Doug's house. And, Doug had a pretty cool setup. I thought it was amazing. He had a 4-track. Later on, he went to a Tascam 80-8 with a Yamaha mixer. My God, every time the man opened the door, I was standing there. I didn't give him a moment's rest. I called him all the time. Hey, Doug, can I come down and record? Blah, blah. And then I'd pick his brains. How do you get the band booked? Where did you book the band? What do you do for PA? Hey, Doug, how do you do this? Hey, Doug, how do you do that? Hey, Doug, I was wondering. Hey, Doug. I think the guy used to see me out in the driveway and pull his curtains closed and stuff. But all the guys in the band, the Sharks, they were good to me. They were very good to me. Doug was excellent. And then there was Sam Luger, the singer. He was an amazingly nice guy. Shay Quinn, what a talented individual. Shay's still so talented. That man can play anything, sing anything, and he makes it sound good. And those guys all throughout the years played on my records that I made that Doug's or sang on them. And they helped me. And I learned so much. Now, over the years, I've been involved in a lot of recordings. I've recorded on every level. I've recorded in big studios, little studios, home studios. I've recorded as a bass player, as a guitar player, as the lead guitar player, as the songwriter, as the producer, as the engineer. All these things, many, many great records. I've been so fortunate. But I learned most of it from bugging the living piss out of Doug Phillips. So Doug, I want to say to you from the bottom of my heart, thank you for having so much patience and spending time with me. And I mark him, along with some other people, as kind of like where I learned to do a few things. So it's your fault. All right, back to my song. I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, if you want to learn to play guitar, bass, or even the baritone guitar, get a hold of me on Messenger. Talk to you soon.